And of course, Purity Spring, Camp Tohkomeupog, never going to let that pass with the annual Halloween Town coming up as well. Steve, good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, I'm psyched that you're here because this is an annual, how long has it been going on?
This
2 or
is
3 years?
This is our fourth anniversary.
Fourth anniversary.
Yep.
How did you guys come up with this Halloween Town?
This was a sort of a vision of me strolling around camp and looking at these cabins and thinking to myself, what a cool place to have kids come trick or treat.
Absolutely.
So it was just something that I had in my mind that I wanted to do, and thanks to Laura Foundation, I have a really good excuse to.
Well, that's great.
Do it.
And after Camp Tohkomeupog, because in the summertime you guys are just rocking with kids, and then everything kind of quiets down after foliage season. So this is a perfect opportunity to get the camp up and running again. And describe what Halloween Town, when you drive up, where do you park and what can you experience?
When you come to Halloween Town, because of the crowds that come now, we have everybody park in the King Pine parking lot.
Okay.
And then we provide a shuttle service to get people up to the Halloween Town area, which is in the middle of the camp. Back and forth from the King Pine lot to Halloween Town. There's about 25 cabins spread around the camp property. They're wooden, screened-in rustic cabins that we use for the kids in the summertime. Right. And we have groups of people that come in. Some of them are resort-related, some of them are camp-connected, and some of them are just local Mount Washington Valley people who come in and they decorate each of those cabins into some sort of Halloween-themed house. Some of them are not scary at all, and some of them get a little bit scarier, and some of them we
and they're
call
all
scary.
Rated, sort of. So
they're all rated, not scary
ones,
to scary.
Yeah.
And we invite all the kids to come trick-or-treat, cabin to cabin. And the trail, it's the trick-or-treat trail. It's about 3/4 of a mile if you do all of them. And you can walk in, you can knock on the door, you can go in, and you actually go in the cabin and you see, because they're pretty creative, they're pretty elaborate.
Amazingly so, actually. Yeah. I was impressed with how they came up, and there's a couple, the scary ones like Doublehead, and you mentioned there's another
Pass
one.
Conway, yep.
Pass Conway. Amazing job that they do in there. Yeah. And I didn't bring my little ones in there, but you have plenty of cabins with, some people have activities, and some people, have actors in total garb, and you guys had a Harry Potter one a couple years ago.
We still do, yeah. There's a whole range, and besides the cabin, so for the little kids, there are some cabins that are a little bit scary, and you just have to use your judgment on that. But there are some cabins that are designed to be not scary at all for the little kids, and besides the cabins, we also have carnival games. That are free. There's no charge to come in to Halloween Town. The admission is free. The trick or treating is free, thanks to Hannaford's, who provides the candy for this event.
Oh, nice. Great.
And the carnival games are free. So thanks to a lot of generosity, we're able to pull this off and not have to charge admission. So there's carnival games. There's an amusement park ride called the Dizzy Dragon that they can ride. There's hot air balloon rides, thanks to Remax. There's a bunch of it. We do have food. We have food for sale.
And that's where the proceeds come in.
Yeah, it is a fundraiser, and we hope to raise money through food sales, and we hope to raise it through voluntary donation. We hope people are going to have such a good time and appreciate all the effort that goes into this that they will make a donation to the Laura Foundation, which is what this benefits.
And what does the Laura Foundation do?
The Laura Foundation for Autism and Epilepsy, we are building a center for adaptive sports and recreation center down in Madison.
And this is something that this area needs desperately.
It's something that it doesn't have, and that
there are a lot of kids that could benefit from this.
Yeah, it's a great project. We're making some good progress. We started with a therapeutic horseback riding program this past summer to kick it off, and we're hoping to this will be a year-round facility eventually. We're working on it. So the money that comes in from Halloween Town is one of the big fundraisers we do to raise money to help keep building this building and get it going.
Awesome. So it's Saturday, October 27th, starting at 3?
Open at 3 for carnival games, for food, we'll have a little petting farm there. Things like that, and then the trick-or-treat trail.
I'm so there.
Yeah, you got to come. The trick-or-treat trail starts at 4 o'clock. Where the kids can start actually knocking on cabin doors and checking out the cool.
Wonderful.
The cool cabins.
And how long can they stay? What time does it shut down?
It shuts down at 8.
At 8. Okay. So then you shuttle everyone back to the cars.
If they're in by 8, it'll take them a little while to walk around, and we'll just keep the shuttles going until everybody's back to the parking lot.
Well, fantastic. And it all goes to benefit the Laura Foundation to help kids with epilepsy and autism in our area. This adaptive riding program already in session, already from last summer.
From last summer, already started, and then other programs. The facility itself will be able to house a lot of different types of programs, ranging from music therapy, art therapy, things like that. And then it's an athletic facility as well. So the horseback riding, and then there will be a climbing wall involved. There'll be some sporting courts. Of course, we have King Pine right there for the winter time for the different winter activities.
I love that area. I mean, if I could pick one place to live, it would be in East Madison. It's because of Purity Spring, Purity Lake right there. You have Camp Tohkomeupog for boys in the summertime. It really is just this pristine, beautiful spot that you guys have down there. And if, you know, King Pine ski area, I'm sure a lot of people have skied down there as well. Great family programs there. And you guys are wrapping this all up for a good cause too. Halloween Town.
It's a fantastic event in itself, and it's for a great cause, so it's a double win.
Oh, good.
You know, and if anyone wants to see the garden center, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see the garden center. If anybody wants to see the Adaptive Sports Center, if you go south,
I know it used to be a garden
If you
center
go south past King Pine, go south on Route 153 on Eaton Road, and go past King Pine, go past the resort, a little bit up on the left where the old garden center used to be. You can see the complex that we're building if people want to see it.
And if folks with kids that might be interested in doing the programs, can they find out more online?
Absolutely, thelorefoundation.org.
Okay.
And we also have a website for Halloween Town if you want more information, HalloweenTownNH.org.
HalloweenTownNH.org, and it is free and open to the public. Donations are gratefully accepted, so if you guys can donate to the great cause, that's a wonderful thing. And then food's for sale. All the proceeds go to the Lore Foundation as well. Do we get everything, Steve?
I think so. Can I thank a few sponsors?
No.
Come on, you know. So, you know, aside from Hannaford's and Remax, I need to thank Bank of New Hampshire. I need to thank Royal Electric. I need to thank AmeriGas and Storyland. We've had some great support from the community to help keep this free for the public, and
well, that's what this area is
allow
known
us to make some money for the foundation. So,
well, good.
We're really excited.
All right, HalloweenTownNH.org is a place online to find out more information, or thelorefoundation.org. All right, Steve, thanks so much. Good to see you.
You too.
And we'll be back with more here on